much. So hey everybody. So my name's Rick, and I'm from Boston. Boston currently is more famous right now for crime than sports fandom, I think. The way that I heard about this, I was at work, and when Whitey Bulger got officially sentenced, this is how I found out about it. My boss was like, "Wow, Whitey Bulger's going to prison." And I was like, "Wow, you don't know what wow means." Indicates surprise, really. Conclusion. I learned a life lesson on the way up here tonight. I was listening to a classic rock radio station, and they were playing an amazing round of stuff. Like really, like Brown Sugar, Eminence Front, Brass in Pocket, amazing stuff. And life was going really good for me. And then they played a U2 song. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because things have been going so good. And then they played a John Mellencamp song. And I realized that there's no guarantees in life, and you have to believe that you deserve happiness and then seek it out yourself. Yes, all right. So I have arthritis, which is a thing that most people think that I'm lying when I tell them because I'm not ancient. But I have arthritis, and basically because of that, my arm just goes that high. It doesn't do any more than that. It's fine, though. I got married this year, mostly because she can reach the freezer, which is good. I mean, I love her, but I love ice cream, too, so it's a win-win for me. It's all good. But because of the arthritis, I have to do these stretching exercises every day, which I don't do because it's not fun. And I haven't grown up yet. If you're ever wondering, oh, I wonder if that's a grown-up, if they're on stage performing comedy, the answer is no. So yeah, it's not fun, I don't want to do that. And basically what's going to happen is I'm just going to de-evolve until I just have like shitty T-Rex arms that I have to like throw food in my mouth, just work as a secretary, and just do a shitty robot at weddings and be like, "You guys know any Daft Punk so this doesn't look weird, please?" And I found a way around it though, what I've been doing, and it actually is loosening up a little bit. I've been listening to the song Hip Hop Hooray 4 times a day, because it is near impossible to not, hey, oh, and then you get a nice break, and then, hey, it's another stretch, oh. I love the idea. It would make the medical profession so much better if we're just like, okay, I'm just going to prescribe you, now that's what I will call music volume 4 and Jock Jam. So there, take that. Here's my iTunes recommendation list. Take 2 and call me in the morning. All right. My friend Langston was up here earlier. We had a weird beard off. I think I won. But Langston was talking a lot about sex and stuff, which I don't think I can really pull off. Like I have a very uncomfortable relationship with sex. I try not to write jokes that were like, "Oh, I was fucking this girl," because you'd be like, "No, you weren't." Like you roll. Which I think even now, still, if I'm like, "Oh, I was having sex with my wife," you'd be like, "I don't think that checks out." I've always had a super uncomfortable relationship with it, and like even when I was a kid, I heard that when you're with a lady, orally, sorry, you know what I mean? I've heard that when you're doing that, I heard that you should go through the alphabet, which I was a kid, it didn't make sense to me why it would just be like, H-I-J! You like this? Oh, with your tongue, that's very different than what I thought. You don't just scream into a vagina, that's not sexy for either one of us. But they say you should like go through the letters of the alphabet in order with your tongue because it's like a constant changing motion. Is it gross that I'm doing this while I talk about it? They say you should do that because it's like a different experience. And what I do, and this is just for my own geeky amusement, instead of going through the letters of the alphabet in order, I instead go in order to the letters to "You shall not pass!" Another classic science fiction lines, just sort of whatever. My wife has seen me perform this bit, and now she tries to guess whatever that's yeah. Empire Strikes Back, I know that one. story for you. I don't know, just I've always been weird with it. And even like, this is a fun fact no one wants to know about me. I make little to no noise while having sex. Yeah. And that's a point of pride for me, too. I'm thrilled that I'm not the kind of guy to instinctually know to be like, yeah! I'm fine making love like a Prius. That's great for me. Just keep it 5 miles an hour or less, and I don't make a sound. Whisper quiet. It's efficiency, guys. That's what I think. The thing is, so I'm good with it. My wife, she doesn't like it. She had a sit-down conversation with me. She was like, you know, the reason I think you're like this, and never has a conversation ended up good that started with, this is why I think you're like this. So she's like, I think that it's because whenever we're intimate, it's like awkward for you, it's uncomfortable, and that's not okay. Like, you need to just let loose and just do whatever comes naturally when we're sleeping together. And I'm like, that's not a good idea. Because number one, sex feels good and I'm lazy. So I'll just lay there and I'll just leave the room. And you don't want that, like, that's rude. So she's like, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, whenever the moment comes, just let it happen. Just whatever you feel like you need to express yourself, just go for it. And we were caught in a stalemate, she was like, you need to be yourself. And I was like, you will regret this. This is my favorite way sex ended in that 3-week period.